Here's vocabulary list 30, which is numbers 31 through 100 and beyond, plus a few more number related signs. All right, so we'll start with numbers 31 through 99. They are much more straightforward than the numbers that we have learned so far. You've already learned the hardest numbers, okay? 31 through 99, generally speaking, just are the first number followed by the second number. So, like 11 had its own sign. It wasn't just 1, 1, had its own sign. 31 through 99 is just like 31 would be 3, 1. 42 would be 4, 2. So you can put together all of the numbers now from 31 to 99, as long as you know numbers 1 through 9. So let's do a few. So 31 would be 3, 1. Now, when you have double numbers, even though 3 is normally this, when you have double numbers like this, palms face forward all the time, just for simplicity's sake. So 31 is 31. 42 would be 58 would be, okay. The only extra rule or thing to remember is that if it's a double number, like 33, 66, 88, it's signed in the same movement, the same motion, and the same palm orientation, really, as 22 is. Remember, 22 is a double number that dips at the wrist. You start in front of you, then you move a little away from your body. So if you're left-handed, in front, away. 33, 44, 55 are all going to be the same thing. So 33 is dip, dip. 44, dip, dip. 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. The last sort of difference, I guess, in multiple numbers are that numbers that involve double numbers that involve both 6, 7, 8, or 9, so like 68, for example, do something that's called rocking. So they rock a little bit from the lower number to the higher number. So the lower number will be kind of low and the higher number will be high. If it's high number first, then you rock down to the smaller number. So let me give you some examples. So 68, for example, 6 is smaller, so it kind of turns this way a little bit, then goes up. 68. 86 would be 86. 79. 79. And 97 would be 97. So it's just with numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9 when both of them are used in the number. So that's the rocking. All right, 100. 100 in ASL is, well, it actually comes from the French word for 100, cent, which starts with a C. So for 100, for example, so you do the number first and then you do 100. So for 100, you would do 1C and you pull it back a little bit. So let me do that from the side so you can see. It's not just 1C, it's, okay, 100. A way sometimes that people will shorten that is rather than doing the whole C, they'll just pull the number back. So 200 would be this way, 200. Okay, or 300, 400, 500, or the full C, 500. Okay, after, that's only for numbers 1 through 5 because that manner is conducive to doing that 200. So you're not going to do like 600, you just do 6C for 600, 700, 800, 900. All right, 1,000. You want your non-dominant hand with a flat hand shape with your palm facing up. Your dominant hand will be bent in half and just hit down in the middle of your non-dominant hand. 1,000. Okay, so let's do 8,000. 8,000. How about 4,000? 4,000. Again, because you're combining this with another sign, even a 4 will have your palm facing forward because it just kind of goes into that movement rather than having to turn. Okay, so that's 1,000. Million is just like that, but you're going to hit your hand twice. So million is Okay. So let's do 42 million. Okay. Add or addition, we've done before. Pick it up. So 2 squished O hand shapes, you add a little more to it. Subtract, we've also done. Grab it and remove it. It's the sign for remove too, so subtract. Total. So we're doing a bunch of math, you know, those old-fashioned math problems. We have 4 apples and now we have, someone brought us 6 more apples. How many do we have all together or in total? So you're going to have a 2, 5, open 5 hand shapes. Your dominant hand will kind of go a little bit near your shoulder, over your shoulder, kind of. And your non-dominant hand will be out in front, okay? So this is how you start the sign for total. Then you bring them together and close your fingers at the same time. Total. Your thumbs kind of come together too. Total. All together. Okay, total or all together. All right, if you're going to talk about a lot of people, all the people, everyone, there's kind of a cool way of signing all or everyone, which is so it's a loan sign borrowed from English. So you're spelling A-L-L, okay? But you kind of throw it. It's kind of fun. So if I say, all right, everyone, it's time to go. That's everyone or all. All right, all of you, time to go. All. You can do it with your palm up the other direction. You can do it with 2 hands, with palms at any any variation. If I'm telling you about my bookshelf and all of those books are about ASL, I would go all of them, all of those books over there. So that's kind of a fun sign that you can play with. And it also means everyone if you just throw it at people, which is a weird way of saying that. All right. The other sign for all, like I have eaten all my dinner. I have done all my errands for the day, right? So you want 2 flat palms, flat hand shapes, palms facing you. Well, actually, that's not true. Your non-dominant hand will do that. You end up that way. So sorry, start over. So all, non-dominant hand, flat hand shape facing you, palm facing you. Your dominant hand will be the same shape, flat hand shape. It's going to start facing away from you, but then you're going to bring it around the hand and end here, okay? So let me show you that from the side and the back, and maybe a little closer. So this is dominant hand does the moving. Okay, all. All right, only or alone, like if you're an only child. So it's a number 1. So with a number 1, your palm will be facing you. You hold it out from yourself a little bit and you shake it back and forth, or you can dip it only, alone. Sometimes, so your non-dominant hand will have a flat hand shape, palm facing up. Sometimes has a number 1 hand shape on your dominant hand, and you did little circles where you touch your palm sometimes. That's how you can remember it, okay? Sometimes. Once in a while is less than sometimes, so you're gonna put a little more time in between. So this is once in a while. And that is vocabulary list 30.